Ah yes, we meet again. My old arch enemy, Rocket Arena. I have returned. For revenge. I hated doing my last solo Fallen video here with the Militant. Partly because the Militant is so freaking expensive, and partly because there's just nowhere to place anything on this map. And the Rangers get in the way, and I couldn't click on my commanders for the call to arms, and it just got me all kinds of crazy. So it only seems right that I'd return to this desolate wasteland with a new challenger. The mother-loving Shredder. No, not the Slasher. Shredder forever.
Wakanda forever!
Dude, if you guys have the Shredder, you've got to try this. It was so much fun. So much better than the Militant. And I'm not just saying that. It only took me about 4 games to figure out how to beat this, and it's awesome. Let me tell you why. First off, the Slasher is the cheapest starting tower I've used so far, and all things considered, it's pretty powerful. It does not have a big area of attack, but whenever an enemy is stupid enough to get close to it, it shreds. Get it? So it's cheap and decently powerful, which meant I could level up my farms in the early game and get max level rangers to make up for the low range of the slashers. I'm not going to say the slashers are low damage, even though it isn't great. It's just that the range really sucks. So the rangers really had to carry on this strat. I was able to get max farms by wave 27, and let me know in the comments if y'all want me to make a strat for this, because I know a lot of you don't even have this tower, so there's no point in me making a strat if no one's going to use it. If you do want to try this at home, then I just need to give you one warning. The slashers are your only hidden detection. The only hidden detection in this video is a tower with the tiniest range of any tower in the game. Only a mad lad would try to clutch the epic victory royale with such a tower. Lucky for you guys, I'm just such a mad lad that had a fat dad who left the pad to get milk, but he came back and raised me to be a mucho gusto video game player. I'm just kidding, I don't have a dad. And so, of course, the only thing that gave me real trouble with this strat was the shadow bosses, because this little army of slashers here in the middle can handle 1, maybe 2 in a row. But when you get like 4 coming through at once, which is what happens on wave 33, that ain't gonna cut it. I countered this threat by building a legendary slasher army with a commander to use COA just above my main group. You're gonna see later in the video where I put them, but I actually got to max troops really early because I built this secondary army, so that was a first. But you're really gonna need them to basically soften up any group of shadow bosses that breaks away from the main herd of zombies. What you're gonna do is be watching the herd of enemies, and if you see like 4 of those nasty dudes coming out, just get ready to hit the COA on the commander so they have to run through this gauntlet of buffed max level slashers. After I did that, I really didn't have any problems with them. Of course, I had to employ all the advanced strategies I've developed, like upgrading rangers straight to level 4 instead of level 3. And another thing I had to do here that I've never had to do before in any other solo Fallen strategy was max the commander on the far side from my initial ranger, just so the COA would reach all the way to him. I was also able to max my DJ pretty early with this strat, so that was neat. And one final note, of course I messed with the targeting for the rangers. I'm not going to go into explaining all that nonsense because it's complicated, but you are going to need to know how to micro targeting if you want to try this, especially when the Fallen King shows up. I basically had half my rangers set the strongest when wave 40 started, and then some of the Fallen Guardians got too close for comfort, so I switched them to first and left them there. The problem at that point is that the slashers have no range to attack the Fallen King. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So it's basically all rangers doing the damage, and he gets really close to my base. But you're going to see all of that and more because you're going to watch this video all the way to the end, right? And speaking of the end, I'm going to go grab a cat and I will see you right back here then. This is the single greatest accomplishment of all mankind. I don't know if I've said any other solo Fallen strats were my favorite, but this one's definitely my new favorite. I tried it on Crossroads and I kept losing because I couldn't get the slashers close enough to the center of the path where it crosses itself, but it actually worked out really well here and made this map easier to beat than when I used the Militant. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go try the Golden Scout strategy next, so keep an eye out for that. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button with your forehead, hit that subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my amazing upcoming content. And while you're at it, go ahead and join my growing Discord community. You can do that at discord.gg/JustHarrisonThings. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say. Peace.